Hello everybody, today we're doing a Tarte haul. I bought this stuff a while ago when Tarte had their 40% off family and friends thing going on. I just haven't had a chance to film this haul yet, so I thought why not do it today. It's going to be a bit of a first impression, so I'm just going to try out a bunch of stuff on my face and we're going to see how we like it. Essentially, yep, it's pretty much what I've got on today, so let's get into it. So I'm going to walk you through everything as I'm trying it on, but there's just one thing that I will talk to you about now because I didn't use it today. And the reason I didn't use it today is because I was using the contour shade from the colour correcting palette, but otherwise I have tried this out. This is the Sculptor, contours all face shapes. Well, obviously it would be a bit weird if it couldn't. Contouring Face Slenderizer. Yes, this is it here. I got shade 1, Park Avenue Princess, and I read like heaps of mixed reviews on this, but because it had 40% off, it was only like $13 US. I thought, oh, I'll just get it anyway and try it. Like if I'm going to try it, now is the time. And I'm actually really happy with it. I really like it. It's super easy to use because you can just draw it on your face, like literally just draw it on. And it blends out really, really nicely. I'll give you a swatch here. So you can see it's just like that sort of chubby stick style thing, and blending it out. It blends out really easily. It's really nice and soft. It's still a pretty warm, it's like it blends out to nothing. It's still a pretty warm contour shade, and I really prefer a more ashy contour shade, but I have used it and I do like it, and it did work well on my face. And after, spoiler alert, trying the other contour from the colour correcting palette, I much prefer this one. But other than that, everything else I've just pretty much show you as we're going through. The only other thing is this Tarte Skincare High Performance Naturals Skin Squad is a little collection of sort of travel size things. So I used a lot of them on my face today, but there's one that I obviously couldn't use, which is the cleansing oil. So I'll just show you that, little container like that. Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Deep Dive Cleansing Gel. So yeah, haven't used that, can't tell you anything about it. But other than that, you pretty much try on everything else that I got. So I hope that you guys enjoy watching this video, and let's get into it. Okay, so I have nothing on my face at the moment, and I'm going to start with the moisturizer that came in this little essentials trial pack here. Drench skin in moisture with drink of H2O Hydrating Boost Moisturizer. So let's do that. The Rainforest of the Sea packaging is so beautiful and cute. So I've just got a little pot like that. It's 10 ml, this pot, and it's quite a gel-like formula. Feels really nice. Smells nice. It smells nice and sort of healthy, like herbal. It's nice. So I'm just going to pat that all over my face. I'm going to prime because that's what I would normally do, and I'm using the Professional Primer to do that. I wonder how many times people who are doing this flip off everyone. It just seems to be the finger that you use. Now I'm going to go into the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Wipeout Colour Correcting Palette. It's a mouthful. It came in this nice box like this. As I said, the packaging for Rainforest of the Sea is beautiful. The front is like that. The palette is like so. So they give you all the major colour correcting shades that you would need. I'm going to use my Tarte double-ended colour correcting brush. I actually really like these brushes. I've got the concealer one too, and I think they're great. Well, I like the concealer one more than this one. I'm going to go into that light peach shade down the bottom, and I'm going to colour correct underneath my eyes. I'm going to attempt to cancel out this blue purple that's going on down here. Okay, so I can see that that has definitely done something on first impression. Obviously I need to put concealer over the top, but it's definitely cancelled out some of that darkness underneath my eyes. I'm going to take number 4, which is a slightly more orange peach colour, and I'm just going to cover up this sort of age spotting business that I've got going on over here. Pigmentation, that would have been a nice way to put it. Just going to cover up my pigmentation underneath my eyeball. I'm going to use the yellow in the middle mixed with a little bit of the green to counteract some of the redness on my cheeks. I would never bother doing this ordinarily because like foundation would definitely just do it on its own. But seeing as we're testing out the palette, I might as well. There's really no need to get so wild with colour correcting, I don't think. It's pretty unnecessary. Go around the fold of my nose. You can see though, well hopefully you can see in the monitor cheek to cheek, it does make a difference. It's interesting, it definitely evens out your skin tone. So now I'm going to try the foundation-esque thing that I have, which is this BB Tinted Treatment Primer. It's called a primer, but it says on the box, treat, prime, cover and protect skin with BB Tinted Treatment 12-Hour Prime. But then it says buildable coverage, so I think that's kind of confusing, and I'm assuming that it's more like a tinted moisturizer. And I don't know. Anyway, I can tell you right now that this is the wrong color for me. It's way too yellow, but we're just going to rock with it. It is the shade light, so I guess I'm just too pale for their light. It's 15 mils, comes in a little tube. Give it a shake. I've squirted some out onto my hand, and I'm going to use a concealer brush to dot it around my face. See how too dark it is for me? Yeah. Definitely don't like how orange this is. It does say buildable coverage, so I'm going to try and build it up a little bit, because that first layer I don't really feel like did next to nothing. I mean, it is a BB cream, but still. Well, it is a BB prime. Come on guys, what is it? I just got up and had a little look in the direct sunlight just so that I could see it more clearly, and yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, it's given a bit of coverage to the skin, not a great deal. Really all it's done is helped even out the skin tone a bit more. Like, it has not covered any of my imperfections, which is okay. I mean, that's probably what it's designed for. I definitely prefer more of a full coverage, or medium at least. So now I'm going to do some concealing. I'm going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape just because, well, why not? I've got the shade Light Sand with this, and I'm going to get the inner and outer corner of my eye, and maybe just a dot there. Using a Tarte concealer brush, this is the Rainforest of the Sea one, using the fluffier end. Where I've tried to put that colour corrector on the dark spots there, I feel like the foundation's not thick enough to cover it, so it's just coming through a teeny bit sort of orangey yellow, which I don't love. Let's try to contour using shade number 3, which is pretty brown, and we're just going to see how that works. Would be a disaster. Let's do it. So I'm just going to do a 3. Pretty tall ask putting a cream contour on a BB cream, so you know, they don't really go together. It is, as I suspected, a bit warmer than I would like for a contour shade, but I am very fair at the moment, and also I just really don't like really warm tones for contour. I think, you know, I could get away with it for a bronzer for sure, and it doesn't look too bad. Again, just ho-hum. I'm not wowed. Still not wowed. What I do really like, and I know that I really like this already, is I got one of the 12-hour blushes. Tarte Amazon Clay 12-hour blush in the shade Thrilled, and I've used this a few times already, and I do really like it. It's just a really natural colour. So I'm not going to set my face with powder at the moment. We'll see how that goes. So I'm going to put this blush on. I hadn't tried one of these blushes before, and I really like them. So that one is definitely a winner. I'm just going to do some highlighting and do my brows, and then I'll be back for the eyes. One of the products that I want to try and use is one of the Tarte Amazon Clay Hot Eyeliners, and this one's in the shade Crystal Ball, and it's this awesome sparkly lilac colour, which I thought I'd be able to put in my waterline. It's really what I wanted to use it for, because it's got the sparkles in there. It irritated my eyes straight away. So I'm going to try and put it on the bottom lash line instead and see what happens. I've also got this Tarte Fake Awake eyeliner, which I really wanted to use too, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to incorporate the both, but I'll give it a bash. And I really wanted this just for everyday wear, you know, to brighten up my eyes. So I have used it once or twice, and I do really like it. I'm just not 100% sure on the wear time. I haven't really paid attention, so I'll update the description bar down below when I do that. So I've just primed my eyelids a teeny bit with concealer, and now I'm going to set them with Bitter Start from the Zoeva Cocoa Blend palette. It must be my most used setting powder ever. And I'm not going to set the lid because I'm going to do something else there, but I am just going to set from brow bone to a little bit below the crease, just so that we have something to blend our crease colour in there with. I'm going to take Sweetheart from the Tarte Latin Bloom palette on a crease brush and just work that into the crease sort of above below as a transition shade. Take a clean blending brush and soften that all out. I'm going to take a teeny bit of Smoke Show, also from the Tarte in Bloom palette, the top one here. Barest amount of that in the outside corner here. Now I'm going to take a flat shader brush and the highlighter that's on my face, which is the Balm Mary Luminizer, and I'm going to go all over the bare lid space with this. And we'll do the inner corner and the brow bone while we're here. I'm going to use the Fake Awake halfway into the bottom lower lash line. It's just a bit unconventional what I'm going to do here, but you can see that that pencil does have a really nice brightening effect in the waterline, which is exactly what I was hoping it would do. Now for the other bit, I'm going to use a purple liner in my waterline. This is a Stila Stay All Day one. I don't love it. I do not. It's nowhere near opaque enough for my liking. We're just going to join those two up, sort of feather it over the top of the Fake Away. So now we get to use this one, the clay pot liner, and we're going to run that along the bottom lash line. I'm just taking it on an angled brush. Towards my inner corner here, you can see I've just sort of gone down slightly, so I'm not actually covering where we put the Fake Awake there, and I'm kind of almost creating a fake inner corner. Just a very cash one though. So my first impression on this is that more than anything, it's glittery. It's not super pigmented. I'll give you a swatch. So here it is here. So you can see it's super iridescent. It's really a pretty colour. It's just maybe not as dark as I was expecting. Blending it out a bit, you can see it's really not super pigmented. Like, there's lots of glitter in there, but I wouldn't say that you get a really strong lilac payoff. I think that if I hadn't have put the purple there already, you'd be struggling to sort of really get that purple colour. I'm just going to take a little bit of liquid eyeliner. This is a Stila Stay All Day liquid eyeliner, and I'm just going to very finely line the top of my lids. Of course, with any eyeliner on the top, you need to line the upper waterline, so I'm just going to use a black pen to do that. This is a Stilo U by Lancome. Okay, so just before I put mascara on, I'm going to use some of this little sample setting spray that I got. It says, refresh skin and extend the wear of makeup with 4-in-1 setting mist. It smells really nice too, it smells really herbal, a bit like the moisturiser. And it was a really nice fine mist. All right, let's try out the Lights Camera Lashes. I've never tried this mascara before, so that's what she looks like. Nice fat mascara wand. It's definitely not a very thick solution. It doesn't give the kind of clumpy lashes, so if you like those, it's not doing that on mine. And if you don't like those, you'll probably like this. It's definitely lengthening. Yep, quite like it. Proof will be in how it wears, of course. And the last thing that I've got that we can play with is some Tarteist lip paints. I got this little duo, it was cute. I thought I've never tried these before, so why not? When they're on sale. Came with FOMO, Fear of Missing Out, and Rose, and that's the two colours there. I'll give them a little swatch. Wow, it's a nice colour. So that's a much more peachy one, that one. Much more of a peachy nude. I think I'm going to go with the first one just because I really liked that colour as soon as I saw it. That is a me colour. So I'm not going to use a lip liner or anything, let's just see how it performs on its own. It's a really pretty colour. I really like it. It went on nice and smooth. It's quite a thick, moussey liquid lipstick. It feels dry, but it doesn't feel overly drying. And yeah, I'd say that this is the complete look of what I managed to create with my new Tarte purchases. Hope that you guys enjoyed coming along and getting to see me try and use as many of them as I could in a singular look. The standout products for me are the blush, and I like the liquid lipsticks. Not fussed on the BB cream. The liner is not pigmented enough for my liking. It's just more, it's too glittery and there's not enough lilac punch behind it. The moisturiser seems fine, but I can't really comment on that at this time. The setting mist is really nice, but I don't know how it really makes your makeup wear longer, if that's true or not, we'll see. The colour correcting palette is pretty good. I didn't pay full price for it. Obviously I got 40% off, so I'm not like, I'm happy with it for that price, but I'm not sure that I'm not sure for the full price that you would really get enough use out of it unless you were a mega colour correcting like addict. But otherwise, just for the regular person, you don't really need to do that much colour correcting, and yeah, you could probably just get a singular product that would suit your needs rather than needing a whole palette like that. But maybe if you like to do other people's makeup, or yeah, you're really into colour correcting, then it's pretty cool. I don't mind it. Didn't love it for contour, but hey, all in all, not too bad. I really like getting sample sizes of stuff because I just don't go through my makeup enough to have full sizes of everything, but it's a really good way to get to try a bunch of different things without having to commit to the full price of them, and also without having to commit to the full size of them so that you have to use them all. So I love to try new things, and I'm really happy with everything that I purchased in terms of getting to try it all. And yeah, I'm definitely sold on the blushes now. If I wanted a new blush, I probably would get one of those blushes. That generally concludes my thoughts on my Tarte haul. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.